Don't lean on it like that.
Huh?
Don't lean on it like that while I'm trying to get it. How's this?
Great. Yeah, you look for him, yeah. He should be one of those.
Oh, I know where he's at.
They'll probably all
He's
come.
kind of behind the post. There he is. Just picked up that ball.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, why don't you let me just get it set for this now.
Yeah, you do whatever you want. Coach was looking up there. I was wondering if he could tell these.
Well, probably can. Sure. Okay.
Get a picture of Coach if he ever sees.
Yeah, but we don't want to.
That's what I know. He's number one.
Yeah, I know.
That boy, look up here. Okay, that's.
Yeah.
Leading off, Ed Woolwine on deck and Jerry Shunk in the hole. To face the left-hander, Chuck Wager. Joliet has only played once in the Connie Mack World Series thus far. They drew a bye in the second round. While Cincinnati has played twice, but they have played only 11 innings because both games were shortened by the 8-run rule. Here's the first pitch to left-hand batting Bud Willis, who takes a fastball up over his head for a ball. 1-0 the count. High fastball, ball 2. Left-hander Chuck Wager on the mound for Joliet, Illinois. 2-0 pitch, swung on, foul back to the screen. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike to count on the leadoff hitter Bud Willis here in the top of the first inning. Left-hander delivers the fastball down low in the dirt. And it's It's ball 3, 3-1. Eric Ulmer catching tonight for Joliet. 3-1 is lined into center field. Center fielder comes running hard. Tim Haas makes a nice running catch as he has to charge hard on that low liner by Bud Willis, but there's one away. One out. And the batter now, Ed Woolwine, the designated hitter. Woolwine, a right-hand batter, takes a breaking pitch up high for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Woolwine is batting .500 in the series. Fastball down low, 2-0. He has 3 hits and 6 trips and also 2 RBIs. Three hits and 6 trips. Swings on the next pitch, grounds it back to the pitcher, and he's down to third base side. Going to be a close play, no chance, as he beats out the throw. That was a very slow bouncer down the third baseline. The pitcher had to come over on the line and field the ball about 30 feet down the line. And by the time Wager had his hand on the ball, no chance to get him. He threw the ball, but it was too late. So Woolwine beats it out for a base hit. First base hit of the ball game, and that brings to the plate the number 3 hitter in the order, Jerry Shunk, the shortstop. Right-hand batter, Jerry Shunk, as they check the runner at first. Oh, he hits a curveball high in the air to left field. If that stays fair, it's a home run. It's a fair ball. Boy, he hit that ball a ton. That was a high-hanging curveball. And he really put the screws to it. Hit it right down the line, barely fair by about 3 or 4 feet. And it's a 2-0 lead very quickly for Cincinnati as Shunk parks the first pitch. So 2-0 for Cincinnati in the ball game. A single and a home run. And Cincinnati starts very strong here in the first inning. And that brings to the plate Mark Davis. Davis, the third baseman. Davis is 1 for 4. First pitch to Davis inside low, ball 1. Next pitch, a fastball misses outside. 2-0 the count. 2-0 the count to Mark Davis, the number 4 hitter in the order. 2 runs in and only 1 out in the inning. Cincinnati striking very quickly. Well, I was marveling over the brand new chicken wire screen they had erected just the last 10 days or so here at Ricketts Park. But there is one disadvantage to it. It's a little bit shiny, and I cannot see the scoreboard very well out there in the sun now. There's a curveball lined into right center field. That's a base hit. Cut off by the center fielder coming to his left.
Democrat.
And holds the runner to a single as Davis singles to right center field. So that's the second hit of the series for Mark Davis. He was 1 for 4 coming in, and he had 1 RBI. Billy Setzer, the batter now. Setzer 1 for 5 in the series. So he's coming in with a 200 batting average in the Connie Mack World Series. Setzer bats from the right side, closed stance, front foot closer to the plate than the back foot right on the line. Takes a fastball down low. He uses every bit of that batter's box. That back foot is obliterating the line. There's a throw to first base, but the runner is back in time. Davis, the runner. Chris Blomer on deck. Fastball in there for a strike. Chuck Wager, left-hander on the mound. 2 lefties working tonight. Curveball in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2 the count now. Wager trying to get that curveball in there in a good place. So far, they've hit 2 curveballs for for base hits, but they've both been high curveballs that have not been down where they should be. Here's a 1-2, high hanging curveball, but way high that time. Count is even at 2-2. Wager now gets his sign, checks the runner. Fastball hit on 2 hops to the shortstop. He has it over to second, not in time with a relay to first base, as the throw is wide of the bag, but the catcher's there to haul it in, keep the runner from trying to go to second base. So Setzer is on at first base on the fielder's choice. Davis is nailed 6-4 for the second out of the inning. And the batter now, Chris Ulmer, the first baseman. Ulmer's 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. Takes down low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Ulmer. Mark Martin on deck, and then Eddie Hurt in the hole, should we get that far. There's a curveball he swings on and foul tips back behind the plate. Breaking pitch that broke inside, and he got a piece of it with the handle of the bat, where the trademark used to be on the old wooden bats. Curveball grounded to third on 2 hops. Nice play by the third baseman, Holitz, as he throws to second base to force Setzer 5-4 for the third out. So that retires the side. For Cincinnati in the first inning, however, they came up with 2 runs on 3 base hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 man left on base. So after 1/2 inning of play, the score, Cincinnati 2 and Joliet coming to bat. This is the Connie Mack World Series.
Single units, double wides, and triple wides are all on display now at Central Mobile Homes. See these Cavco, Nashua, and Schultz homes available in your choice of sheetrock or paneled interiors. Financing available at a low 14% interest rate. Central Mobile Homes has the best and most complete service department in the area, and they have some nice repossessions for as little as $500 down, doubles and singles. Central Mobile Homes is proud to be in the same location and business for 11 years on West Main and on San Juan Boulevard.
If my car isn't special, it's just not going to be with me very long. That's how I feel when I buy a car. And I found that Ray Vickers Special Cars is the one place I can count on for really special cars. Cars, light trucks, vans, 4-wheel drives, motorhomes, and more are all chosen to be special buys for Ray Vickers special customers. And if Ray doesn't have what you need, he'll find it for you. Ray Vickers Special Cars, a very special car dealer.
In the bottom of the first inning for Joliet, Illinois, it'll be Eric Ulmer leading off, Walt Yurkanin batting second, and Mike Papirski. Ulmer has 2 hits and 3 trips in the Connie Mack World Series, and he has 1 RBI to his credit so far. There's the throw down to second base from catcher Mark Martin. Todd Morgan and Mark Martin, the battery mates here for Cincinnati. Left-hander Todd Martin on the mound. Eric Ulmer, leadoff hitter, bats from the left side. And as we said, he's 2 for 3 in the Connie Mack World Series with 1 RBI. Walt Yurkanin on deck and Mike Papirski in the hole. Here's the first pitch from Todd Morgan. Fastball's in there for a strike. Todd Morgan is the kid that their manager says looks like a scarecrow out there, but he gets the job done. Curveball hit on 1 hop to the first baseman, Jim Pangallo, and he runs over and touches the bag, and there's 1 away. Ground out to third, to the first baseman unassisted, 1 out. The batter is Walt Yurkanin. Yurkanin 0 for 2 at the plate in the Connie Mack World Series. As he steps out briefly and calls time. Ready now. Morgan delivers. Fastball inside and low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Todd Morgan delivers a high fastball. 2-0 the count. Morgan looks down for a sign. Here's a delivery. The pitch is a curveball. Just barely misses low. 3-0 the count. So Morgan behind on the number 2 hitter, Walt Yurkanin. Next pitch is high, and he walks him. So Yurkanin is walked on 4 pitches. And that's the first base runner for Joliet, Illinois. Musser Mohawks of Joliet back for the 4th time here in the Connie Mack World Series. And the batter now, Mike Papierski, the batter. Number 17, he's the first baseman. He has 1 hit and 1 trip and 2 ribbies in the Connie Mack World Series. He bats from the left side. There's a throw to first, but the runner's back sliding. Head first slide. Kevin Selkert on deck, and then Joe Stite in the hole. Morgan checks, delivers a curveball just a little bit inside. Todd Morgan on the hill. He's an 18-year-old, 5'11", 160-pounder. Taking his time, looking down for the sign. Now the batter getting a little impatient. Papierski steps out, calls time. Now he's back in. Morgan working very deliberately right now. Checks his runner at first. Comes to the plate with a fastball. It's in there for a called strike. Morgan doesn't appear to throw too hard. He does mix up his pitches. He throws a lot of curveballs, intermixed with the fastball. There's a check to the runner. Curveball swung on and missed as that one hit the dirt right behind the plate. He had that pitch where he wanted it, and Papierski chased it. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the batter, Mike Papierski. The pitch, a curveball, swung on and missed, and he got him. A slow curveball, so he strikes out Papierski for out number 2. And with Yurkanin still at first base, the batter now, Kevin Selkert. Selkert has a home run. He is 3 for 3 in the Connie Mack World Series and 3 RBIs. So he has been the most potent offensive weapon for Joliet so far in the World Series. Right-hand batter takes a curveball in there for a called strike, right at the top of the strike zone on the outside part of the plate. 1 strike on Kevin Selkert. Joe Stite on deck, and then Burke Masters in the hole. Left-hander Todd Morgan looks to first. Curveball just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So far, that curveball of Todd Morgan's has been a very effective pitch. Checks his runners, delivers to the plate, fastball high and away, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 the count. With Walt Yurkanin at first base. 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, and it's 2-0 Cincinnati by virtue of a home run in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Curveball just misses inside again. Boy, that pitch was very close. Selkert took it, and he got the call. So it's 3-1 now. Morgan looks down, gets his sign, into the stretch, delivers a fastball, and he walked him. So Selkert draws a base on balls, and that moves Yurkanin to second base. Runners now at first and second. And the batter now is the DH, Joe Stith. Stith is as we said, the DH, number 5, right-hand batter. He's a big boy. Stith takes a curveball that bounces on the plate, blocked nicely by Mark Martin. No chance for the runners to advance on the play. Stith is 1 for 1 in the World Series. And he has 2 RBIs also. So 1 ball the count on Joe Stith with runners at first and second and 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Joliet trying to get some action going here as they already trail 2-0. Fastball line to right field. That's a base hit. 1 run is going to come in to score. And the right fielder, Bud Willis, fires home. It's not in time as the run comes across. And the batter, Stith, is going to second base, and he's in there sliding. So Stith singles. Gets 1 RBI as he drives in Yurkanin from second base with the first run of the ball game. Kevin Selkert holds up at third base, and Stith steams into second on the throw to home plate. So runners at second and third now. 2 still away, and the batter is Burke Masters, the second baseman. Masters, number 3. And he has 1 hit and 2 trips in the series. And he has 2 RBIs. Batting 6th in the order. Left-hander Todd Morgan looks down, delivers, pitching from a full windup. There's a called strike on a fastball. As Stith hits the line drive into right field to the opposite field, drives in a run, and it's 2-1, Cincinnati over Joliet. Curveball, a little bit low, and count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Second game tonight, of course, matches Farmington, New Mexico, and Cherry Creek, Colorado. That game at 8 p.m. Timeout as the batter steps out, backs out of the box. Cherry Creek in Farmington, New Mexico at 8 tonight. 1-1 the count. Morgan delivers a fastball. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. So the count is run to 1-2 now. Outfield playing straight away for Burke Masters. Center fielder Billy Setzer is fairly shallow. Curveball is hit toward third. Third baseman can't come up with it. The shortstop knocks it down but can't make a play, and a run scores. That's going to be a base hit for Burke Masters. That was a fairly slow hit ground ball to the left of the third baseman. He dove at it, couldn't come up with it. The shortstop dove for it, knocked it down. But in the meantime, Selkert scored the second run of the ball game from third base. Stith moved over to third, and Burke Masters is on at first with a single. So an RBI for Masters, and the batter now is Mark Holutz. Holutz, the third baseman, a right-hand batter.